Well, we're hoping that it'll segue very well for us, and that will, the good things that happened the last couple of weeks for us at our last few meets. We're hoping we can get that carryover. We still got a few people that are a little banged up right now, and so I wish we were a little more healthy, but we're not, and neither is anybody else at this point in the game. A lot of people are banged up and things of that nature, and so, the best thing that I think we have going for us is that we had some kids the last two meets that had some really good outings. And what it should do is it should help the kids understand that they are ready physically. And that's what I tell them, that as a coach, our job is to get you ready physically and to help you mentally get prepared for it. But end of the day, when they wake up, then they've got to get their minds focused on what they've got to do. But if you can look back and see that you have performed well and you're making progress and we're getting better each and every week, then that should give you some good confidence going into a meet like the conference meet to say, hey, we are on the right track. We have been doing what we need to be doing, and I'm ready physically to compete. I just got to get myself in the groove mentally and be ready to get after it.
Coach, who are some of the teams that, concern you the most here?
Well, obviously on the men's side, it's going to be a very hotly contested race. And right now there's 4 of us in the conference that are ranked in the top 10, and that being Commerce and Kingsville, and then WT is right ahead of us, and then we're, I think, 10th right now. And Tarleton is down at 22nd, but you can't discount them because they've got some guys that are way high on the list. I think their shot putters leading the list coming in, and they've got some good hurdlers and some good sprinters, and so I think that all teams are going to be in the mix. To be honest with you, I think probably the odds-on favorite, based upon the list going in, is going to be WT and Commerce. But Kingsville has experience of winning last year and have always done well. So I think on the men's side it's going to be too close to call all the way up to the mile relay. And I'm hoping, if we can get to that point, that we'll still be in the mix. But we're going to have some kids step up and do some things on that side, and I think they will. On the women's side, I think probably, the odds-on favorite is WT. They came off an indoor championship back in February and have really done a great job this outdoor of filling in some places where maybe last year we gained some advantage because they had some holes, and they're probably deeper than they've ever been since they've been in the conference. And so I'm not discounting any of the other teams as well because each of the other teams has some kids that are on the top of the list in different spots, and so we have to be concerned about them because when it comes down to a team championship, they might not be figuring in very well at the end of Saturday night, but just a few places here or there that maybe one of their kids might bump our kid down or maybe bump a WT girl down will make a difference in the outcome of the team race, I believe. So our conference is super, super hot this year, and I think it's going to continue to get that way. And not just in track and field. I think when you look across all the sports within the Lone Star Conference, our conference is getting better and better each year. But this year it might be the best it's ever been, top to bottom on the men's side. I mean, when Abilene Christian was in the conference, they always had dominant teams, but it might have fallen off a little when you got down to the 4th place team or so. But I mean, I think every team that's on the list coming into this thing are going to have people that are major players for it said and done.
Speak to this side, and maybe a lot of fans have come to the the regular season meets, but I mean conference meets are always real exciting toward the end and stuff for team aspect. Just speak to what fans might be able to expect this weekend.
Well, I think they're going to get an opportunity to see a great track meet, and I think if we'll keep updating the scores as the 3 days go along, they're going to see some really tightly contested battles team-wise, and again, anytime it gets down to the end, the excitement of an unknown finish provides a lot of excitement for spectators and athletes and even coaches to some extent. But I really think that it probably won't be decided until late in the day on Saturday. And to me, that provides that air of excitement that a spectator's looking for, that they want to be able to sit there and watch each and every race and each and every field event knowing that, a 1 or 2 point swing either direction could make a difference in the team championship. And that provides, I think, a great atmosphere for when you start watching sports, including track and field.